No. So the Voodoo Jester W is also like actual heal.
So yeah, it really doesn't do anything against the heals of this Legion lineup. I was on a point there, but never mind.
Well, it's good against people like teleporting out, because the heal from the well is actually like HP regen.
Right.
So what I've seen Slayer players do these days is like get a lot of points in the W early on, because these toxic wards, they hurt if you level them early, because they have like 40 attack damage at level 4, which is quite a lot. And they just leave the toxicity at level 1, because they figured like, well, I'm not gonna need it. Oh, actually, Succubus, if he gets a sleep off, oh, they're just going for the ward.
God, yeah, sleep actually does some decent damage right there. I mean, Slither's Super KG's dead. That's an easy bloodlust. Magebane is gonna blink away and survive, but it's. I mean, this also gives us an idea as far as the lane setups too, which is interesting. Magebane, Slither being a support, which is also kind of. For some reason, I thought Slither was actually going to be more of a core, but no, yeah, Super KG the one playing it, so he is a really hard support here. Actually, on that hero, Deadwood, Soul Stealer, and Magebane are your 3 cores, of course. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, lanes are coming about. Obviously, a bloodlust early on for the Legion side. Is it okay? I gotta get this out of the way. Is it just me, or is Succubus's model tiny as fuck?
This might be this language, by the way.
Oh well, it's tiny as poop. I'm sorry. Yeah.
There we go. That's better. This is a PG-13 stream or something like that. No, I think that's just the avatar, honestly. I don't think they changed anything about the avatar. I don't know which avatar this is. Is this one of the new avatars?
I need it.
No, you're right.
I don't know, man.
You're right, actually.
Anyways.
Because... Oh, is this new avatar? I'm not even sure.
There. Yeah, I don't even recognize the avatar either, so I don't know if this is like a PK thing or what. All right,
no.
Don't want to get too caught up on that. But, okay, so the lane, so how about this? Magebane Slither choosing to go aggressive into a Soul Reaper Succubus. And, I mean, you see already off the bat, I mean, it's going to be a little bit of an issue for them.
Yeah. Well, like the Succubus E right now, it deals 120 damage at level 1. So, true damage, that is. It's also like health removal, so it's not like magic damage, it's just straight up health removal. Which makes Succubus like quite a scary hero early on. Because, you know, everything that she does early on is like true damage. And she has like naturally high attack damage. Because if you look at her, like with just basically plus 5 damage from Synchronize. 60 to 66. That is just a tanky hero. Of course, you can always heal yourself with the heartache. So yeah, Succubus is just kind of like a powerhouse hero in the early game.
Oh, she's always been one of the strongest support laners in the game.
Well, yeah, where like previously she was very much hamstrung by hamstrung by her limited attack range. They actually increased the attack range 2 patches ago from like 475 to 575. And that is what's allowing her to be such an effective harasser here.
That's actually kind of quick, because yeah, I think that was one of her like only weaknesses, is that her attack range is lower than others. But yeah, holy crap, 575 now. This is pretty strong support hero for sure. On paper, it feels like. So yeah, Lunar Tier. I mean, and yeah, they are absolutely bowling this bottom lane, as you expect. This is what I go back to. It's curious on that decision. Now, to be fair, Grinnick's Voodoo Jester is also a pretty scary lane in itself, so I guess it's just kind of pick your poison type deal if you're this Magebane Slither lane, but at least the mid lane ideally should be going well, and is it? I mean, he's 12-5 against Moraxis, who's 11-4, so Moraxis even has that Bloodlust kill, of course, he's working off of, but...
Yeah, so the Bloodlust kill...
So there's dead. They dive, they get the kill, Magebane could be in trouble too. He is gonna live, but they're just diving at the tier 1. Holy crap.
Yeah, and of course, like, all of the damage from the Succubus is not magical, so it doesn't even get reduced by Magebane stuff.
Oh, true. Yeah, very good point, actually. Maybe that's another reason what ultimately put them over the top for choosing the Succubus. But yeah, anyways, the mid lane matchup. What do you make of what's going on here with the Soul Stealer and supporting it.
Well, the Riftwalker currently is just stacking for that Soul Stealer, because they just kind of want to give a Soul Stealer a good game so he can snowball. As Deadwood's gonna, oh, he's actually gonna be fine. That didn't get stunned properly there. But sorry, the Riftwalker's not really able to properly like box out the Meraxes because Meraxes got Bloodlust. It basically gave him like an easy bottle, and with that bottle and like the more axes that he can just kind of spam if the Riftwalker's ever like really playing aggressive, it makes things difficult. Now Soulstealer can maybe get some good stacks here, but he lost a rune, which means that he's not going to have mana to really nuke down the hard camp here. And they do see this to some extent. There's a word, good word from the Voodoo Jester here. But look at this, right? They're dual laning, and they're completely sacrificing mid lane. Well, currently.
That's a sign right there for sure. I mean, Sigma is top GPM, so like that is reflecting. He's gonna go back to the well right now and regen. So like, but two, as you just said, like, you know, chuckling because that is true. Like they're literally giving up the mid lane 2 versus 1 to farm the jungle, push it back. Now, I guess giving up is probably a strong term. He's not giving it up because yeah, Soulstar ports back in, is back to farm again. But just, you know, it's kind of just how they're having to play. As Voodoo Jester continues to roam though, he's interested in doing something.
Look bottom, look bottom.
Soul Reaper is in trouble. TP coming in. This could be a big kill for WOGPA, and they are gonna get the blanket from Magebane secures it, but now Magebane could be in the troublesome spot. Succubus, can he maybe get one more auto attack off? He's not gonna be able to. Down goes Succubus. The TP in from Voodoo Jester is just too little, too late. That's big for WOGPA. They absolutely needed that. Sigma, credit for the kill, by the way. That's big.
Yep. Yeah, it's big that they're getting that, of course. The Soul Reaper playing a little bit too overconfident. Magebane managed to get like the jump on them there, even without Toxic Claws. Because usually that's like when a Magebane really becomes scary with the Toxic Claws. And the Succubus is great at like delaying, but not really protecting, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not your ideal support for that purpose, yeah. Yeah, exactly. And Meraxes is actually going to contest the Soul Reaper and the Riftwalker here. But he has ultimate on the Meraxes. I mean, he is going to take a chunk of damage. Oh my god, the Matrix goes off at the last second. Here comes a rotation. If he turns this, oh, Shinoshama, what a player. The Matrix is going to explode. It's not enough for the kill, but Critics will finish the job with the Illusory Assault. Now turning attention to Super KG, knocks him into the trees, gets the stun. A couple of auto attacks should be needed. And there you go. Voodoo Jester and Critics, at least the cleanup crew right there. So Rune Control ends up in a 2-for-1, including kill the Soul Stealer, favoring Lunartier. And this Grinix cannot overlook the impact he's having this game. Obviously had pretty good farm at the top lane and making some plays already as he hits level 6 in the mid lane now.
Yeah, Deadwood did get level 6 now, so Deadwood is like certainly a lot scarier. Which means that the Grinix probably doesn't really want to be alone against the Deadwood anymore. And we see Grinix rotating bottom here. Like, Magebane might be in a lot of trouble. Magebane might be dead.
Yeah, a little more than a little trouble. That's boom goes the dynamite, as some may say.
But yeah, like the Master of the Mantra, which passively grants you 10% magic reduction, is just not helping at all against the Succubus. And at this point, the E from Succubus is doing 160 damage, true damage that is. The W is doing 225 true damage, so that's like approximately 400 true damage that's going on there. If you look at like, that's half the HP pull from Magebane without anything else.
Right.
So.
And then of course you have Soul Reaper with his ultimate, and that's all you need.
Yeah. Yeah. And like even a Q. And the Succubus can just kind of keep spamming his spells with the like the Soul Reaper giving him mana if ever necessary. They're gonna contest the rune here though.
Yeah, this is a big rune contestation. 8 minute coming in. The jump on a Soul Reaper. Oh my god. Talk about exploding. He gets melted right there. Merax is also gonna get picked off. And WOGPA showing that they are not afraid to fight, and for good reason. Succubus also gonna be killed. That is exactly what WOGPA needed to feel like they're in control of this game. And honestly, after that, gotta feel pretty good.
Yeah, like Deadwood was in a very good position there to smack down that Soul Reaper. without like the Succubus or anyone else being able to do anything. The Morax is just not enough HP from his ultimate. Oh, they're going in here.
Grinix. He said the impact he's had early on. Rampere, did he dive too much? He did. They get the kill though, 1 and 2. As Riftwalker falls along with the Slither. Those are 2 supports though, and for taking out yourself in the process, I don't know if that's the trade that Lunar was necessarily excited to go for right there. So I still think WOGPA could be pretty satisfied with the outcome, and Sigma immediately ports to the top lane to start cleaning up more farm up there. He's already up to 540 GPM now. Jumps up right there. What kind of Soul Stealer build are we going to see, by the way? Let's talk about that for a quick second. 2,300 gold saved up. What does he do here?
Since he went for the Striders, I'm guessing he's going to go like fast post-haste. Sometimes we tended to see the staff picked up on the Soul Reaper. Staff, of course, giving you some more souls. And some cast speed. So of course, like, it's still a very good pickup because it just tanks you up a lot.
More like magic focused, yeah.
Yeah, no, not even magic focused, because it's like, it just like makes your spells so much faster. And every time, oh, Renex looking for a kill here.
He is. He wants a kill, but it might come at a cost for him. It looks like it may. Deadwood jumps in, and the uproot locks him in place to secure it just enough. Remember, we talked about the lack of lockdown on the Teleporting team. That's one of the few abilities that they have, and it is enough to secure that kill. And now Voodoo Jester, the slow into the Mana Rift eventually, secures another. So another couple of big kills for WOGPA as they continue to brawl with Lunar Tier, and it's so far working out for them.
Yeah, and this is like the exact opposite of how they played like last game, where they are just S5 and Lunar Tier is not 5. As we see like Soul Reaper and Succubus in the jungle just trying to farm stacks. Of course, you know, if you make the stacks, you have to farm them, but that means that the rest of your team has to play a little bit less aggressive. And them just running in like that and meeting 5 people is, well, worst case scenario for them, basically. And it worked out for the Hellborn team there. So Soul Stealer did indeed go for the post haste. But what I'm guessing he's going to go for next might be the Sinner's Inscription. Because it's just such a valuable tool. It gives you a lot of mana regen, it gives you a lot of like lifesteal. And in general, like the tablet side of it also just gives you a lot of mobility. It's just an amazing item to have in general. And also against the Grinex, just a lot of armor. Staff this game, I don't think we're going to see. It's not as good, or so not as popular of an item pickup. And by the way, look at this Deadwood. He is so aggressive.
Yeah, WOGPA that is they're not afraid to contest with the aggressive nature of this Lunar Tier squad. The blink in from Mage Bane. Esthon thought he had an opportunity there, but the Rotten Grasp is also going to miss. Yeah, just a couple clarity things. I know I've been calling it Uproot. That's to clarify. Rotten Grasp, of course, the rooting ability from Dewo. But then, yeah, the staff, as you're talking about the possibility, that is a fair point. I mentioned about maybe just more magic focus, but the fact that it gives you more souls as well, you know, that, of course, can enhance your physical attack quite a bit, too. So, it sounds like maybe not going to go that direction, but curious to see again what he ultimately goes for. Bottom lane, Deadwood. Yeah, he said, yeah, that's just the lockdown of Succubus, man. Yeah. You talk about a hero that's one of the best at locking a hero down for such a long duration, and that's an example of it right there.
Oh, Shroud Soul Stealer.
Shroud? Really? Oh, wait. Oh, the Soul Stealer. I thought he said Soul Reaper for a second. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, there's that Soul Stealer.
Oh, sorry.
No, you did say Soul Stealer, I think. I think that was me. But oh my god, it didn't actually kill him. That is crazy. I thought for sure he's dead, and so did the Soul Stealer, but Sigma unable to finish the task. And Sword of the High is picked up on Thursday. And Soul Stealer's dead. Grinix finds him. Oh no.
And now Riftwalker might be dead.
Yeah, he's definitely dead. Oh, that turned.
Yeah, that went south very fast for them. Like, it's Soul Stealer is playing a little bit too aggressive for how much HP and stuff he actually has, right? Especially because he went for the Shroud. It doesn't actually tank you up against something like a Grinex. You know, a Grinex is still gonna just tear through you if he ever gets a chance. So that's where like something like a Staff helps you a lot, because it's raw stats. It just gives you like a shit ton of HP. A lot of just general like stats that's help you survive the early game burst that the enemies have. And we see Soulstealer port top lane. Grenix might go for him again.
There is a Deadwood nearby, though. The Rotten Grass gonna turn things quickly to the Lex Talionis also coming out, and Grenix thought he had an opportunity, but he did not expect that to take place. So yeah, good job by the Deadwood supporting the Soulstealer essentially, and it's really going for that in the end. So the bait is successful. And yeah, it's to Sigma's credit, you know, you just bounce back up. Obviously that what happened at the bottom lane happened. You get a kill at top lane though, and he still is top GPM in this game right now, which is exactly what you want to see out of your Soulstealer. This is a very snowbally hero. Obviously this hero's been around forever. I know I'm not saying anything new there that no one knows, but it's good to see for their benefit and their chances here in game number 2 that he is having such a good game. But Soul Reaper is also having a very good game, contesting with the Soulstealer. And that Mocker Brilliance is now finished even as they're pushing tier 2 bottom.
Yeah, and and they're actually willing to defend this. Wow, Soulstealer running in so aggressively. He's just gonna dodge.
I mean, you gotta know they're gonna have wars, man. That was a little too ambitious there. They kill him and the Slither, and Deadwood also gets caught. Oh man, that's just one of those moments for WOGPA where you're like, I know Lunateer is an amazing team, but it's like, oh, that's just a little too much, guys. What are you trying to do here? And this is gonna snowball like crazy. It ends up being a 5-0. Soulstealer buys back.
But he has no souls.
Yeah. You die in Soulstealer, that's the worst hero to die on for a buyback.
Dampier, arguably.
Okay, well, yeah, one of the worst.
There we go. That's more like it. No, but yeah, we also have to question like this their pick. It feels like it really hasn't done anything this game. Neither has the Riftwalker pick really. Both of those support picks seem questionable in the overall stage, because neither of them either really helped to win the lane either, right? We saw the Slither in the bottom lane really not being able to do anything. Oh, Slither don't die again here against the Grenix probably. Yeah, and
that's a free kill for him.
They don't have dust, I think. They do have rewards here on the Soulstealer. But that's still like a 1-for-1 exchange, and it's...
WOGPA's
just under so much pressure. Yeah.
Because yeah, Slither's definitely struggling to your point even more. So I think you're definitely okay with that trade. Soulstealer, oh no, the Acid Cocktail gonna do some good work right there. He gets the explosion off. It doesn't matter. That was actually just his death, excuse me. Oh, he did get it off. Either way, they do kill the Voodoo Jester, but of course losing Soulstealer in the process. That is not the trade you want if you're WOGPA there. So back-to-back deaths on Sigma pretty quickly there. And sure, he's still 500 plus GPM, but it has stalled quite a bit. And you look at that Soul Reaper on the other side, it is accelerated even more.
And it feels like they yes, they farmed a lot on the Soulstealer. So I'm going to have to really focus to not mess up these names.
Same.
Can we just like make a rule where these two teams, these two heroes cannot be in the same game? For Caster's
Thirsty
sake.
and Sigma instead.
Exactly.
Player names, I guess.
Yeah, they're going for the Riftwalker, by the way.
Yeah, well, that's a demonic execution purely for the stun. It's not often you see that, but that just, again, they're team players here on the side of Lunateer. That's going to be a TP in from Magebane. Succubus is trying to... Well, Miraxus actually comes in and says, I'll save you, buddy. Now, Soulstealer's in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to sit there auto-attack, and that's not much to happen with that. Soulstealer stays alive. Mesmerized? No, he denies himself. GG, well played. It's over. Game 2. I don't know, man. 3 minutes ago, it felt like WOGPA was in the lead. And then it just... Boom. Just like that. It's over.
Well, like, if you die...